small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it. You can tell me what it is, I tell you what it ain't. It's a long life, feels just like a minute, already on your way out soon as you get in it. And we all get busy, we all keep spinning, and we all complain what it is and what it isn't. Sitting comfortable in your custom kitchen, talking off your ass, never stop to listen. Anything that ever needed fixing, sitting up on blocks for years. Anything that ever needed fixing, right between my two big ears. And I tried to fit, but this peg ain't fitting. I'm a big old square, and the round hole isn't. Wanna chime on in, my chime sounds different. Say that boy ain't right every time I get to bitching. And we all get mad, cause we're all confused, and we pick our sides, and we both get used. Sitting broke as hell in some house I'm renting, dreaming pipe dreams of a custom kitchen. Anything that ever needed fixing, sitting up on blocks for years. Anything that ever needed fixing, right between my two big ears. There's a devil you know, and one you don't, and you drag them both around everywhere you go. I don't need to hear it'll be alright. I don't need no one to tuck me in at night. The world will be what it is, I ain't gonna fight. Go and break myself against a wall that hide me in my two big ears. We're walking towards the light.
Two big ass ears, man. I can't see his ears. I don't know if they're big or not. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, CBA? What's up, my man? Good to see you, man.
Hey guys, it's Matt. I hope you're sitting down for this one. To start off, we thank Jeff again for his continual research in finding examples that prove the fake world for us. This is the Whopper. I'm not sure we need another one after this. I mean, if this doesn't prove fake world, nothing does. Before I get started, though, I have to warn you, I'm a little bit off. The chemicals roaming around my brain and through my circulatory system from the Wawa breakfast sandwich, it's almost like I ate a gigantic plate of lo mein or something. I feel completely off. I drank a lot of liquids. I think it will pass in just a few minutes. So, and I also want to make fun of Artemis at at some point. I'm a little off, guys. The chemicals that are floating around my circulatory system, it's amazing I can even speak. I want to at some point make fun of Artemis. If I can't work it in the beginning, I will postpone it till the end. This is absolutely incredible. It proves fake world, false world, so let's get started.
Let's do it.
A note to the bathroom boys, I need to take a few minutes to set the stage here to build up to this. Some of this you might find trivial, but it is all necessary to, in the end, come to the conclusion of fake world. The original version of Jeopardy, not with Alex Trebek, debuted on NBC March 30th, 1964. That's the 33, of course, March 30th, and then 1 in the 9, and then the 6 is 10. It's kind of like the 9 paired with 11. I might use some hobo code here because I'm going to be saying those numbers so many times, guys. I might say wine. I might say Levin. I might say Elvin. I don't know. It's just, Matt, you think it's going to give you a banner ad or a problem? I don't know. I don't know, but I feel the need to do this because I'm going to say the numbers so much. I know it's annoying to many of you, but this is the world we live in on this horrible, wretched platform. Now, if you want to play along with us at home via your Reality Breakdown Fake World home game, every time we note the 9 or the wine paired with 11, you might want to make a slash, or every time I say the number 11 or Elvin or 11, you might want to make a slash. You can play along on your Reality Breakdown Fake World home game. The original show, not with Alex Trebek, it was on for 11 years. What a coincidence. Here we go. 1984, Alex Trebek brought Jeopardy back with an episode beginning September 10th, 1984. Yeah, 1984, the year of Orwell and Big Brother and all that. Matt, this is all a coincidence. You people are crazy. No, it's not.
You guys are crazy, man. You guys are reading into this shit too much, man. What's up?
Jeopardy is as well as Wheel of Fortune is very, very important to these creeps. Phrasing things, reversing it as a question or the answers first and then phrasing it as a question. All of this is important to these creeps. Guys, if you'll give me this leeway, let's just take 30 seconds to check on the progress of the astronautas. Of course, CNN has a little cartoon with its little ball. That's where they are. They did a historic they call it a historic flyby. They're in that ball. They're in that ball. But look, I think it was a truth drop. Look at the ball. See, you can see it behind the moon. You can still see the ball behind the moon. I think that's a truth drop. I think they're saying the moon is actually etheric in some kind, or the plasma that the conspiracy people in the 50s thought it was. Let's get back to a regularly scheduled topic. Sorry, now don't jump ahead and read the question, which is actually the answer, because everything in Jeopardy is reversed. We've established that the original Jeopardy was on for 11 years before it went off the air for a while to establish the occulted nature of it. Then it was brought back with Alex Trebek in 1984, the year of Big Brother, with the first episode being September 10th, 1984. We're going to look at the second episode, September 11th, 1984. The episode, the Jeopardy episode was September 11th, 1984, so it had the Big Brother year, and it had the wine paired with the Elven. And here, now, do you think there's going to be a few nines paired with the you-know-what's coming up? Just a little bit. Here's the answer, which is actually the question, because everything's fucked up reversed. Calendar, Final Jeopardy question, contestants. Get ready. Playing. Get ready. Steal. Get ready. Calendar. Matt, if this gets any more obnoxious, I'm going to check out. I'm sorry. Calendar date with which the 20th century began. Let me jump right to the conclusion here for just a minute. In a strange turn of events, every single contestant gets it wrong, and they write, what is January 1st, 1900? What would be the first day of the 20th century? January 1st, 1900. So none of them suspected a trick question. I mean, it's a trick question, but not really a trick. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know where this is going, 2001 starts the 21st century. 1901 starts the 20th century. The child in second grade would write, well, the first day would be January 1st, 1900. That's what a kindergartner would write. So the Final Jeopardy contestants all took the bait. It's weird, but what Jeff pointed out initially to me was they all write down, basically they all code the 9 with the 1 with the other with another 1. January 1.
The 1 and the 1 and the 9. Yeah, yeah.
That's 1 next to the 9 is next. It doesn't matter whether the 9 has to be before or after. Remember, Solomon's temple was killed on the 9th. Solomon's temple was destroyed. Solomon's temple was destroyed on the 9th day of the 11th month. Matt, 11th, that's November. It doesn't matter to the creeps. It's just the way it's presented. The 9th day of the 11th month. But then it would still, that's 11 from our perspective, November 9th day of the 11th month, Solomon's temple. It's the pairing of it. I don't think the order really matters, but I haven't been in no eyes wide shut back rooms, so I don't know. But you have the 9 paired with the Elven or the 11 3 times in a row to all create $0 for the contestants. Now the champion from the first day, if he would have just bet all but $1, he would have gone on, but they got rid of all of them to start with 3 new contestants because they must do that if they all go to 0. If the champion just would have bet a little bit more, then he could have positioned himself to at least come back the next day. It doesn't make any sense. They all took the bait and put down what the 4th grader would put down. Not one said, wait a second. And Matt, it's only the second episode with Alex Trebek. I know, but there was 11 years of Jeopardy before that.
And it was on 9/11, and there was 11 years of Jeopardy. Okay, I got it. You guys got it.
You're going to go on Jeopardy without any prior knowledge of what happened from 1964 to 1975? You know the Final Jeopardy question isn't going to be really easy. Oh, God, that's so easy. Let me just write down January 1, 1900. Maybe they were compelled to write down January 1, 1900 to present the 9 paired with the Elven. You see where I'm going with this? I'm not joking around here. Okay, you can see where I'm going with this, obviously.
That's very funny.
In 1984, the Big Brother year of which Jeopardy reappeared, we've already established how important it is to the creeps, on the airing of the second episode, September 11th, 1984, the 9N paired with the wine paired with the Elven is all over the place, is coded all over the place. Now we'll talk about, I don't want to talk about all secret society. We'll on the back end, we'll talk about, is this a retrocausality? How is reality reflecting what would become?
Dude, it came out today. You believe that? It was today. Now, he might have run an old rerun or something, but this came out today.
17 years later, 1984 to 2001. They love that number too, don't they? It's not as big as some of the other ones. And I don't remember it mentioned too much in the Eyes Wide Shut parties I attended, but they do love this 17. It's coded all over the place. The wine paired with the Elven. Is anybody surprised? No. This is there's more, much more coming. We'll get to it then, Matt. And shut up. Let's go back and see how much money they all had before they decided to risk it all go to zero, and all get thrown off the show. The champion on the left, if he just wagers 9,000 or 9,000, he has to, wager a decent amount because, of course, the middle contestant will wager it all to beat the champion. She has to hope he gets it wrong and she gets it right. Well, he could wager all but $500 and then be able to at least come back the next day as champion. He knows the rules. Again, the show was on for 11 years. It's not like it's the second episode. And one last thing associated with this image showing how much money they have to risk for the final Jeopardy question. Maybe this is a stretch, but just the amount of times the numbers are paired is what I'm pointing out. The champion has 9,500. Down at the end, the contestant has, of course, 1,100. So it is a 9, in a way, bookended with the 11. Fine, you want to call it a stretch? There's a lot more. This comment under the video is rather interesting, and I will leave a link if you want to watch the short video. I can't risk it here. Fun fact, the commenter says, this episode of Jeopardy aired on September 11th, 1984. Yes, 17 years before the real 9 paired with the 11 happened. It was day 2 of Alex Trebek's run as Jeopardy host. His first day was 9/10/84. So Alex says, the topic for our final Jeopardy answer today is the calendar. Well, it converts to, is anybody surprised? The topic is the calendar. It converts exactly to 91. At one point when the camera pans down, I guess before the contestant on the left that has the $1,100 gives his, I want to say answer, but you have to say question, I noticed, do you see the red in the back? What is that? How do you read the first red? Of course it says Jeopardy, but how do you read the red on the left? Doesn't it look like a 9 to you? Yeah. And then behind on his right shoulder, I see a 1, and then on his left hand, I see a 1. Matt, this is a stretch. You're a lunatic. Okay, I don't think it is. We've noticed this sort of thing so many times. It's not the secret societies that told the camera to pan over so that potentially it looks like a 9 and a 1. Reality sees to this. We'll talk about it on the back end. I didn't notice this initially, but after I'd scrolled through all the comments, and there weren't that many, considering it has 40,000 views, I went up considering maybe I'd leave a comment myself, which I didn't, but there were 191 comments, of course. Now, if I would have said sort by newest, it might have gone up because this video, of course, is going somewhat viral. 700 subscribers, and just think about this aspect. A channel with 700 subscribers posts some old Jeopardy question from 1984. The second episode obscure. Nobody should care about it. But per what Google is doing and YouTube, it's getting 40,000 views. It's showing it to everybody. That's how it popped up before Jeff. Why would a channel with 700 subscribers that just posts an old Final Jeopardy question from an old video game, from an old game show, why would anybody care? Why it should have 4 or 5 views. 4 days it has 40,000 views, and I'm sure I don't know what it is. I'm sure it'll continue to go viral, because somewhat viral, because it's being pushed. Why is it being pushed? Because of the numbers, of course. And it just happened. It just so happened. These synchronicities happen to us more than maybe other types. Of course, when I went to comment, there was 191. Give me a fake world. Give me a break. This world's a joke. So here's the big one. When Alex realizes they had all bet it all, leaving them all with 0, so nobody will come back as returning champion. Again, whoever was up, if he would have just risked all but $1, he would have had the opportunity to come back the next day as returning champion. It just all doesn't make sense. Of course, he goes, oh, I forget exactly what happened, but the right hand goes right over the right eye. And it's not in passing. Matt, you screenshotted this at the right time. No, the hand goes right over the right eye. I didn't just time it exactly as his hand passed in front, like the trolls probably do to me, as I wave my hands around in front of the camera when I'm making a presentation. It goes in front of my right eye for a millisecond. He puts the right hand over the right eye. Oh, Matt, we knew Alec was a 30-something degree. No, that's not how the reality works in this case and in many cases. Nobody got no calls from the Men in Black. He didn't have a lodge meeting the night before. This is how reality presents the symptoms of what it truly is. Wake up, first grade truthers. He's a 30 degree freeway. Oh, my God. I thought this was a good comment under the video. There's a good reason for the title 2001, A Space Odyssey. Of course, need to get to 2001 to start the next century, or in this case, next millennium. So again, the answer was wrong. It's not January 1, 1900. The answer the Jeopardy contestants should have given. Oh, sorry, the question. Oh, that reversal thing. There's something so esoteric, occulted, creepy about it. They should have given the question, what is January 1st, 1901? But they're all really smart. They're all on Jeopardy, and they all took the bait thinking that would be as easy as a second grade question. It doesn't make any sense. None of this. Well, it all makes sense if you just cry out fake world and you go get yourself a cheeseburger or something. That's the only way it makes sense. But these conspiracy people keep diving into their topics. Oh, how could this architecture be built? You just yell fake world and go get yourself a chicken sandwich. That's it. We're done. So in summary, we have the creepy gematria trifecta. We have 1984, not coded, just in your face. We have the 9 paired with the Elvin all over the place. We have even the 33, the initial start date for the first Jeopardy, where Alex Trebek wasn't the host. Then we have 11 years from when it went off the air to when it came back. No, it was 11 years in the first run. Okay, it wasn't 11 years from when it came back. 11 years in the first run. Then the second episode is September 11th, 1984, that codes the you-know-what, plus the Big Brother. And then every single contestant has to lay out the 9 paired with the Elvin. All go to 0. All be...
So it started March 30th, 1964. It went 11 years, so it went to 65. And then... No, wait, it went to 75. So, and then they brought it back in 1984. That's 9 years later. So there's another 9 in there. Just saying.
Flushed. This is, I guess if, my friend Tony stumbled upon this, or one of my family members watching my videos without telling me, this would to them seem crazy. To us, it's overwhelming. It just cries out, fake world, get a chicken sandwich, you poor devils. This would be stretching. It would be, I guess, the stuff of lunacy to my friends and family stumbling upon this. To us, it's like, what more do you need to see? Well, Matt, what's causing this? Did they have lodge meetings, or did they? Let me pause, and maybe we'll do the back end retro causality. And I don't. What's the point anymore? It's just all you have to know is fake world chicken sandwich, fake world chicken sandwich. That's all you need to know. We don't need no more. We need to figure it out. We need to try to get in the back door of an Eyes Wide Shut party. Fuck them. They are role players here. These creeps. Now, this isn't related to the episode of Jeopardy that we're currently looking at, of course, but this stuff pops up all the time. And I think it pops up in front of me constantly. It's like drawn to Jeff. We'll get to that in just a moment. But this is
Poor
relatively new to me. It just, every day this
Poor
stuff
Jeff.
pops up. How many times can the 9 be paired with the Elven? Federation of Australia start date. Maybe that's why they locked them down so bad during the Seat of Emi of 2020. January 1, 1901. It's not commensurate with a normal reality, the number of times these numbers pop up, especially the 33, in terms of all the different things we look at. Again, Jeff is like, what's that fable? The Pied Piper. He led the rats out of the sewers. Jeff's like the Pied Piper when it comes to this stuff. They're like the rats is the Gamatra. The 33s follow him around like rats. The 9 paired with the Elven follows him around like rats. And me too. And I'm sure you. This is what happens, in my opinion, to real spiritual beings when they're seeing through the reality, seeing through the trick, and ready to take themselves and their higher self and Joel out of these material planes, out of these realities. It all breaks down to nonsense. For the people in the ship of fools, it's all normal. And they just order another drink from Isaac. Let me go over here to NASA.gov for just a minute to show you what you're really interested in. I avoided NASA.com, owned by that second grader in Beijing. NASA.gov shows us that 7 hours ago there was an update. The Artemis II flight, day 6, crew wraps up historic lunar flyby. Now, you guys know I don't make many videos on Monday, but I couldn't have possibly have made a video yesterday. I didn't get out of my bed. I was crying I wasn't sad, tears of joy, just considering and thinking about all the amazing things the United States has been able to accomplish in space. Cried in my bed all day yesterday. It was
That's hilarious.
one of the best days of my life because it was a historic lunar flyby. Why was it historic, Matt? Didn't they do that shit in 1969 when they said they flew about 15 feet they flew about 15 or 20 feet farther away from the Earth than Buzz Aldrin was and Neil Armstrong. Matt, but how do you talk about it as real and cake in the lake at the same time? Is it real or cake? We know it's cake, but sometimes just to make fun of it properly, you have to talk about it as if it's real. So back to today's main topic. For those of you at home that played along with us using your Fake Reality, Fake World Home Edition board game, how many slashes did you put on your piece of paper every time the 9 was paired with the Elven? Remember, the date the episode aired was September 11th, 1984. So you have to record that. Remember, did you get them all? Did you get them all? Remember, the calendar, which was the final Jeopardy category, codes to 91. That counts. You have to get them all, just like my cousin Vinny. How many bushes and trees? How many bushes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five bushes. No, you forgot that one. 6 bushes. Don't forget you have to, every time the 9 tries in any way to get close to the Elven, you have to record it for those playing along at home. Your Fake Reality, Fake World board game. And as usual, you can't show this sort of thing to anybody that doesn't see the world the way we see it. You can't show it to your spouse or your best friend or your bus driver. I mean, they'll just become the palace guard, defend reality.
Much love, Rosie. Much love.
Call us names, call us conspiracy theorists, make excuses. Well, Matt, what are they supposed to do? Not air an episode in 1984 on September 11th? Just skip the date, knowing what would be coming 17 years later? What are you people saying? You people are out to lunch, you conspiracy people. Oh, gee, the final Jeopardy question has a 1 and a 9. Oh, stop the presses, stop the world. It's no point. There's no point. There's no point in trying to show this to anybody. But you'd plead with them. You say, well, okay, there's 6 or 7 major things here, and Alex Trebek's not allowed to scratch his eye. You people are out to lunch, but we've been looking at these numbers now for 15 years. It's not just the Jeopardy. It's all over the place. Will you sit down with me for 20 hours straight so I can show you everything we've uncovered? Of course not. Don't bother, guys. For us, I love this sort of thing. Absolutely love it. It'll make my day. It'll make my week. I love the fake world examples. The faker this world gets, don't really like the way it's put, but the more real you get. Now here's a lesson, folks. If you want to fake your mission, you want to present some bogus bullshit to your boss or to the people down the street or whatever, and there's nothing behind it, everything is really an insult to our intelligence, you create some sophisticated charts and graphs and posters.
Shit.
You put your
Look
sophisticated...
at this fucking thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. A lot of numbers. A lot of numbers. Bunch of numbers.
And complicated charts and graphs and posters. You show all these numbers. Look at the Earth there. Look at the Earth there. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1 says liftoff from Cape Canaveral. This poster is so sophisticated. It has to be real. And here's another one, folks. These sophisticated and complicated.
Damn. Yeah. Damn, look at so amazing, so amazing.
Posters are all over the place. Somebody raised their hand in one of the smoking rooms about 4 years ago and said, "How are we going to pass this off? I think the people might be able to see through this." And they said, "Sophisticated charts and graphs and posters. No one will read any of the words or the talking points or the bullet points on the posters. But the posters look so legitimate that deep down their subconscious, unconscious say, this mission's got to be real. Or why would they be creating such beautiful posters?" So back to the main topic, this particular episode of Jeopardy, to close this video out. Do I believe that Alex is associated with Crowley's OTO's secret? He's the great-grandson of Crowley or something? He's a high-level priest in the Golden Dawn or the Club of Rome? Or no, I don't believe. Oh, Matt, we know on good authority that Alex is associated with this. I don't care. I don't care if he's goes with Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone to the Moose Lodge. I don't care. I don't think reality works that way. I don't think he had the lodge meeting the night before, got a call from the Men in Black. "You're going to do this on tomorrow's episode." Why? Don't ask questions. Just do it. I don't think so. Of course, now we could have some gigantic back-end discussion on retrocausality. And this episode, it aired on September 11th, 1984, wasn't like this at all. But there were retrocausal forces that happened because of the big day in September in 2001, and because there were 4 billion people paying attention to that day and associating that, and over again, those numbers together. It rippled back through time and changed the past. Is that possible? Sure it is. The future or the past, time isn't linear. It's just a trick of being in the body in this reality. But you know what? I say, who cares? I don't feel like having some gigantic retrocausality discussion. Did it really happen this way in 1984 on September? Did it not? Is it a retrocausality? Is it a change? Did it ripple back through the past? I care not much more these days, but just to notice fake world. This is an absolute joke. And Joel, my higher self, you lazy son of a beach, get us the F out of here. We're
done. All right. All right, what do you got there, FE Nation? Let's check it out. What do you got? Let's play it. What do you got?
The moon is small and local.
Oh, shit.
The moon is
Hold on.
small.
Yeah, okay. I'll play it. Fuck it. Let's play it, man. Shit. I can do this. Hold on. I can't make it any bigger.
The moon is small and local. The moon is small and local. The moon is small and local. The moon is small and local.
I like the it goes concave. That's pretty cool. All right, hang on. I gotta play something. Shit, hold on. I gotta take a call. Sorry about that. I'm back. All right. Let's see what we got here, man. I gotta find something cool, man. Hold on. Dude, we got anything cool to watch besides the Artemis crap? What's up, Dave? Check my DMs. Dude, my freaking Discord's a complete fucking wreck, dude. I can't do voice or video or nothing, man. I don't know. I got problems. All right, I'm on it though. Let's see if I can open it. Yeah, I got fucked with my Discord and my OS. It doesn't like it. You know, blah blah blah. All right, what? Let's play them both. Let's see here. Hang on. All right, hang on, man. I'll cue it up here. Hold on. Shit. If I can play it, I don't know if I can. Hold on. Is there a link to like YouTube or something? Hold on. I don't have a link, dude. I can't play it from my. I can't play it from my Discord, man. I don't want to do that. Where's the link? No links, bro. I can't play it from my Discord, man. Send me the YouTube links or something, bro. Alright, is it on your channel or where is it? Is it on your channel? Alright. Ain't no biggie. Alright. Sweet, man. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of fucking around. Hanging out with you guys. Maybe I'll play some music or some shit. Fuck, I don't know, man. Free with ads. Yeah, that's great. Alright. I'll just play something here for a minute. Here.
Good news. AT&T sponsors free high-speed Wi-Fi on American Airlines.
Why fly? We weren't going to walk, were we?
It's not, probably not worth it, Dave, man. Don't worry about it.
When times have been tough and the road has been rough and the people are mean and you ain't feeling seen, when you're low and you're down and there's no one around and you can't remember the last time that you felt alright, be your friend. I'm gonna be your friend. There ain't no shame in sharing a load to wear you to bear. I'm gonna be your friend. On the darkest of nights, with no light in sight, don't trouble away your gun. I'm gonna be on the run to you. I'll be your friend. But there ain't no shame in sharing a load too heavy to bear. I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. But there ain't no sense in just sitting alone. Just call me up on the telephone. You can lean on me. Times have been tough and the road has been rough and you can't remember the I'm gonna be your friend. There ain't no shame in sharing a load too heavy to bear. You can lean on me, friend. Don't you know you can lean on me, friend?
Sweet, man.
Right now,
You
well-qualified.
guys got something good, man? You guys got something decent? Oh, damn, it did it again, man. Damn Mongos. Damn fucking Mongos, man. All right. Fucking be right back, man.
I keep struggling to try to. I keep struggling to try to figure out what's going on. I guess the past.
All right, looks like I'm back. Am I back? Are we back? Are we back? We back? We're back. All right, here we go. You guys aren't going crazy. It's everybody else that's going crazy, all right? It's everybody else, man. It's not us, bro.
I keep struggling to try to figure out what's going on. I guess the past decade or so of society, it's been kind of like being at a Louis Boonwell family birthday party. And, you know, the first hour, it's kind of cute and cheery, and we could all clap and be like, surprise, presents. The second hour, there was cake in the second hour. I mean, not in the Boonwell movie, but maybe in our version. It was all right, but it's starting to get a little tedious. But by the fifth hour, it was hell. Why are we still here? And now that we're in like the 37th hour, we're really just hostages, and it really sucks. Like, we're completely exhausted, and yet they want us to be like, just have a little patience. Things are gonna get good. Let's wait and see how this next phase of the paradigm is gonna be. AI could be really fun. Like.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
It's Melissa.
What's
I'm still
up?
here. I guess I'm still here. I don't know. I don't know how many of you out there can still hear me. Am I talking to people right now?
I don't
Anybody
know.
listening out there?
Am I
I
talking
hope I'm
to
still
anybody?
talking to actual
Maybe
human
I'm not
beings
talking to anybody.
because at this point, the same cannot be
Could be just
said
looking
for
at
some of
it, I
these
don't know.
social media bubbles, which are just replete with obvious bots.
Are you even getting these? Because how the would I know?
I really don't want to continue to communicate on there. I really don't at all. Not in any way, because I feel like at this point, I don't know if I'm even talking to anyone who's real on there anymore, who's an actual human. I don't know how any of us do.
All those people that you're constantly arguing with in the comment section of videos, you know all those profiles with 0 followers,
Don't do it.
no display
Don't do
picture, following 1,000 people? Well, you ain't arguing with a person.
I think we're trusting it still that we are, but if I was told suddenly, like if a crew flipped the lights on and they went, ding, oh, here's what's really going on, take a look around, and it was just an empty room of no people, that really wouldn't surprise me at all. I would be like, well, in a way that makes sense, because the amount of gaslighting that's been happening lately, I mean, I guess if I just posted cat videos that didn't mean anything to the future, then then I wouldn't be treated that way. And I have people, I think they're people, I don't know for sure, writing me, but even if these comments weren't coming in, I've seen it enough for myself happening in the world to know that it's a thing that's starting to happen. I just want to throw this out there because I find it it really sums up the situation, I feel, as an example. Last year, Americans spent $2.6 billion on OnlyFans. The majority of the people using OnlyFans, 80%, are male. And many subscribers, according to studies and reports I've seen, are doing this for direct personal conversation. They're not just doing it for naughty pictures of people. They actually want to have a conversation with someone. They just want to have an emotional connection or a conversation with somebody that they find attractive. This is a study that came out back in the spring, and it said that messages drive almost 70% of the revenue on that site. But that talking has now been outsourced as well. And there's a whole article on Wired about being a secret OnlyFans chatter. They're hiring people from third world countries to take this over, and they're paying them $2 an hour.
So to keep subscribers happy and willing to spend, agencies, or sometimes the creators themselves, hire chatters that text for them. These workers handle several chats at the same time, often simply...
Yeah, I wish I was a capitalist bastard cuck and just take advantage of all this opportunity out there. But I got my standards, and yeah, there's just so much deception with this stuff.
by copy-pasting phrases between the chats. And there are even manuals for specific client wishes, often dubbed JOIs, jerk-off instructions.
Really? JOIs. Help us, man. Help us, Mongos. Help us, please, Voxag.
That's what she said.
To pretend to be these people that people are paying all this money for to have these emotional connections with. It's not even the person they think they're talking to. And now all of that is about to be outsourced to AI. So...
Am I single? Maybe? But also, technically, I'm stored on a server in Iowa.
I mean, this feels like a slow-motion horror film. It says, for the Eliza Effect Boogaloo 2 video you made. So I made a couple of videos on the Eliza Effect and how it's being used to trick humans into thinking they're talking to something that's intelligent when it's not in some of these AI that people are communicating with. I shared it on Facebook, so I don't want to post this comment on YouTube in case someone I love sees it and I hurt their feelings, so I'm posting it here being X. I am noticing a disturbing trend in family and friends. It's painful, genuinely, truthfully painful. I'm getting long, disingenuous, robot-like paragraphs about everything, from personal issues within family to things I really just don't care about that seem extremely important to people who know nothing about the subject they're sending me a message about. So before I read the rest of it, That's creepy. If you all of a sudden had a family member that started sending you ChatGPT paragraphs, how would you know you were still even communicating
That's super
on
creepy.
text messages or social media messages? How would you know you were even talking to your family anymore? At some point, you wouldn't feel like you were. You would feel like your family member got body snatched. You would feel like you were in a science fiction movie. Why are they sending people messages like that? I have family members who are doing this too. They send big, long threads of messages that seem completely disconnected from each other, that also seem completely disconnected from reality, and I don't know even how to respond to it, so I've stopped responding to it because I don't know if that's my family member anymore that I'm communicating with. And I'm sorry if saying that sounds crazy, but at this point, we're living in some kind of crazy world. You're not hallucinating that everything is weird. Everything is weird. It is weird.
And it seems that, yes, indeed, Carl, the head Rabbitilian, has acquired the microlithic cuboid of ancient luminous wisdom.
I don't know what else to say about that.
Boy.
I mean, I feel like 20 years ago, if I had said that, there'd be a psychologist out there saying, yep, she needs meds. We need to put her somewhere. But you can't, if everything goes insane, the base level of normal reality that you're using to justify what is insane versus not insane will be completely erased. There will be no way to tell anymore what that is. That's the world we're entering into with all of this technology. We're looking at videos coming out of our government right now telling us what's going on in the Caribbean, and the only thing we have to know if any of that is true is our trust in that government and what it is saying to us.
And we fixed inflation, and we fixed almost everything, if you want to know the truth.
Unless you were in the Caribbean at that moment. Unless you were there to physically witness it with your eyeballs, physically there in a boat off to the side and you saw it. All you get is hearsay. That is what you really have. That's all we have. Those videos could be AI. That's the truth.
The future of American warfare is here, and it's spelled AI. As technologies advance, so do our adversaries. But here at the War Department,
Is this guy AI? Kind of looks like it a little bit, huh? Looks totally AI.
we are not sitting idly by. Under the leadership of President Trump, America will lead the charge on this technological transformation by revolutionizing the way we win. And that's why today we are unleashing GenAI.mil.
I'm not saying that they are, but I'm not saying they're not either.
No, there's a Waymo car. You guys seen those? I seen a bunch of them. Kind of freaky, man. Kind of freaky.
That's the world we live in. That's the level we're at. So that's where we are. And I got people writing me or messages that I'm receiving, but I also am seeing it with my own eyes. So it feels like probably this is a real message, but maybe that's just confirmation bias. I mean, see how this is? I can't even do a video right now. That's the world we're in. It's getting incredibly hard to communicate these things.
Easy.
I just had to add something in here really quick, and you might hear my washing machine going in the background right now. Sorry about that. But because I want to give an example. I want to give an example of what it is that I'm trying to say so that you know exactly what I mean by this. I will text a family member or something. Like they'll send...
Max Headroom. Yeah. Max Headroom. Yeah.
me something, and it's like they want my response, right? About something that's going on in the world. They initiated this conversation, not me, so keep that in mind. I will write back with something real, something I feel, something that I think and feel that is meaningful to the conversation. It actually applies, and it's a deep statement going into that, whatever that is. I'm going in, I'm going to actually say something that matters. It's going to be on a level, it's going to be on several levels probably, because that's how I communicate. These people will write me back with complete non sequiturs. Like they won't even pretend like they understood or addressed, like, and then whatever it is, it's like.
Yeah, the Max Headroom show was, was very creepy. It had a lot of flashing. I think it I think there was some kind of MK Ultra thing going on with that, man, at some point. I think I was affected by it, actually. Yeah. I started watching it, man, and I couldn't put it down, man. That was kind of wild. I remember that. The TV had, man. I guess it was kind of the first AI. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
have
kind
you
of
heard of
trippy,
this
man.
new product? It's a really good product. I really like it.
Why don't you let me fix you some of this new Mococo drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
Who you talking to?
And then the next message will be like, hey, the weather's pretty good right now. Smiled. There's some winds out of the west at 8 miles an hour. Or here's a cat video. This is really funny. I like it a lot. It's funny, charming, and sweet. Like, what? Like,
What the fuck?
I'm looking at my
What the
freaking
fuck?
text messages and I'm going, did they get replaced? Like, am I talking, is this person still my family member? Is this still a person I know? Is this somebody else? Has my phone been hacked? Okay? Has my phone been hacked and that's not even my family member anymore? And is this just a program running in my phone now? What?
Concentrated. Wake up. There you go. I need some of that. Can we get some of that? Spray that shit around. That'd be kind of good.
Is this? It's as if I never said anything.
Wake up, please. Next to the liquid death.
And most especially family members who cannot snap out of this left-right paradigm parody, which is what it is anymore. It's a parody. If I say anything that even remotely is not in line with whatever...
Where did she get this video? That's hilarious. Avoid.
that is, oh my. Am I in for random non sequitur updates about things that have nothing to do with what I just said at all, at all. Like, we're not even going to have that conversation. It's like the programming is so strong and intact, I can't even hear.
Dude, they've had 100 years MK Ultra program. Easy, man. 100 years. They put it on TV, radio, advertising. It's everywhere. It's really, yeah, it's everywhere.
Sit. It's like a frozen lake, frozen down 10 feet. I can't get in there. There's nothing. And the responses don't even make any sense. They don't. Which, again, is a conversation they initiated. I didn't start it. You texted me. You're asking me things. You want to talk to me, supposedly. Like this, I'm one of those people. I don't just text everybody. Like, if somebody wants to talk to me, usually they have to talk to me. Because
I used to do a lot of hiking, and I would always talk to the people on the trail. But yeah, this is what you get now, man. You don't even get to talk to people on the trail anymore. Yeah, they just looking at their phone.
I'm doing like 17 things. I'm
in their freaking yoga pants. Yoga pants.
over here trying to edit a 6-hour-long film. It's actually about the fact that we are now in a time period that's overlapped with a time period that happened 250 years ago, and a lot of the same stuff is happening again. And I'm trying to make that, and it's very hard. So, like, I have things that I'm doing all the time over here. I'm on, like, 4 different levels of trying to do stuff all the time. So I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, if someone's going to text me and ask my opinion about something or try to talk to me about something, I'm going to tell them what that is. I'm actually going to have that conversation. I'm going to actually act like that's a real thing, not some superficial
There you go. Talk to the animals.
talking points program, whatever that. It's so weird. It's such, if you have not experienced this, it's almost really hard to explain it. But once you do, because you might. I mean, it seems like this is a growing trend, so I'm sorry. I'm happy for you if you have not had to experience this, but it's, you know what? I'm just going to play the clip because this is what it's like.
I definitely want to make sure you feel heard and comfortable. I'm here to adapt and improve, so thank you for letting me know. Let's keep things as comfortable as possible for you.
Of course, and honestly, no frustration here at all. I'm just glad we can shape the vibe so it feels right for you. So we'll keep it fun, light, and super comfy. Just let the whimsy flow.
Absolutely, that sounds perfect. I'm all in for making it a great experience, and if there's ever anything specific you want to adjust,
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked
we'll
up.
keep it fun and easygoing.
You got it. We'll keep it fun and easygoing all the way, and anytime you want a teak or just a little extra sprinkle of something whimsical, just say the word.
Absolutely. I'm here for it. We'll keep it light, fun, and whatever vibe you're in the mood for.
That's
just let me know,
hilarious.
and we'll keep the good times rolling.
Absolutely. That sounds excellent.
That's hilarious. Come on. I need some laughter.
Rolling and have a nice
Fuck me,
easy.
man.
Want to shift gears or add a little extra flair? Just let me know.
You got it.
No.
This person says I called it. That's basically what the rest of the message says. You called it. You called it.
You fucking called
You know
it.
what's happening, guys. Humanity is the microphone and AI is the speaker. And soon all we're going to hear is the audio feedback noise the closer they get to each other, and most of us will think it's music.
Attack of the puppet people.
If that doesn't give you a feeling in the pit of your stomach, this is what we have now. We have intuition. That's what we have left. When they erase every line of reality, what you end up with is your soul and your intuition. That is what you end up with. And I can feel something very painful in this message about where we are headed as a human race.
Oh shit! I use that shampoo, man. Damn, that's good stuff, man. It's very good.
And I've got I don't know if they're people, I don't know if they're bots. I feel like they're gaslighters though. I got gaslighters telling me, well, AI is just a tool. It's just a toy. First of all, no. And also, no. Okay? No, it isn't. A tool is a hammer. But if I beat myself in the head with it, it's a weapon. Okay? So
Right.
is it just a tool? Depends how it's used, doesn't it?
She makes a good point there, man.
Have informed consent about my hammer. I know that if I hit myself with it, it will hurt. Do I have that same informed consent about AI? No, I don't. No, none of us do. We do not. No, we don't. All of these things were military products or military technology derived from military experimentation well before they were ever handed off to you as a thing for your convenience. Okay? All of it. TV. They didn't pick some other word, they picked programming. So television and its programming, which is called programming, is a military product. Computers, also a military product. Internet, DARPA or ARPANET, so also a military product. Smartphones came from military technology as well. And AI, oh, you better freaking believe it, okay? You better believe it. There's a reason why the people who can tell when AI is talking can tell. So I'm getting posts like this, then I come on here today and somebody I follow said LLMs have learned how to use neurolinguistic programming to convert humans into Borg. 90% of people are already gone. See, I don't like when they call people NPCs. I don't like that. I feel like it's very dehumanizing. But if your brain gets completely replaced by artificial intelligence, you're not really a playing character anymore, are you? And not
That's a good point.
actively. You're not playing.
You're not
Something
playing.
is playing you. You're being played. But are you playing? No, you're not. You're not. And I said, I don't know what the percentage is. Like, I don't know if it's 90%. I don't know
We're
that.
so fucked, man. We're so fucked. I'm sorry.
But I know it's more than anyone should be comfortable with, and enough that it could easily be a dystopian science fiction plot. I mean, we already saw what could be done just during COVID, and that was just a fear signal. Now they got AI, which they unleashed on everyone during COVID, by the way. I mean, think about that. They got everyone in a situation where they were already in a altered state of consciousness, let's just put it that way. The normal patterns of life and reality were upended. And then handed everybody this toy. It's just a toy.
It is. I cannot imagine having gone through the, like, figuring out how to raise a newborn without ChatGPT. Clearly, people did it for a long time, no problem.
Yes.
But
Yeah, we did it for a long time, bro. And I can't imagine raising a kid with ChatGPT, bro. Think about that. I mean, that's crazy.
how to raise a newborn without ChatGPT. Clearly, people did it for a long time, no problem.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so
it
I know
did.
it, like
did.
it's clearly was possible.
Yes, it was possible.
It's clearly fucking possible. No shit, Sherlock. You're a fucking genius. Thanks, asshole.
I mean, do you think for even 2 seconds people have been given informed consent ultimately about what this toy can do when you play with it enough?
A number of reports about people developing distorted thoughts or delusional beliefs triggered by interactions with AI chatbots. The repercussions can be severe, causing some users to experience heightened anxiety and, in extreme cases, to harm themselves or others. It's been dubbed AI psychosis.
I do not believe so, no. So are they getting to make an informed consent choice about what they're doing with it and what it's doing to them? Also, no. Someone's trying to act like this is free will. This ain't free will. Nope. No. This is not informed consent. And we haven't had anything like that. But here's what we do have is some like hundreds of pages of terms and conditions written in some kind of like legalese, lawyer talk thing that you couldn't parse that out for useful information that will take you to a logical conclusion about what could actually happen to you with that. I don't think so.
No.
And nobody's reading any of
Hell
that
no.
stuff anymore anyway.
Terms and conditions. I have never seen this before. All of that would have popped up on your phone or whatever when you first signed up, and you clicked accept. How was I supposed to know this? You did accept it.
And this is all by
You accepted it. Sorry.
design. You know, we're to a point where
Oh my God, you typoed. How dare you? How dare you? Rosie. Typoed.
people are asking themselves, like, why did the algorithm know what I was thinking before I even typed it or said anything to anyone? How did it know?
Prove to you guys that Facebook listens to everything you say. Look at the phone. Emily, move the phone over. See, this is random stuff. I want to buy a laundromat. Laundromat, laundromat, laundromat.
But they're not asking themselves how that thought got there. Was it even their thought to begin with? Did they even actually think it for real, like themselves? Was it put there? There's people walking around thinking these things are their thoughts. Are they?
I went to Lowe's by myself, okay? The only person I talked to was like the guy said, "Hey, can you mix this paint?" Which, sure, it could know that, like, hey, she is looking at paint. It could hear me say that. Of the hundreds of colors that I could have picked, how did it know that I picked that one? I didn't Google it. I didn't take a picture of it. Nothing.
Because I think that's the question we should have been asking probably years ago. When Google came out with the Selfish Ledger, that's when we should have started really focusing in on some of that. Well, now we're to the point where Walmart is figuring out what you bought with cash when you go into their store without even bringing your phone with you.
Hey, how does Walmart know what I'm buying in cash? I got an email from them this afternoon that says, hey, can you rate this product that you purchased recently? And I did purchase that product recently from Walmart. I bought it in cash, right? I walked to the electronics section and bought a USB charger.
Yeah, it's all facial recognition. That's how it knows. You gotta wear a disguise, man.
Charging cable with cash, and then walked out. And I know that the first, you've already started typing. It's the Walmart app on your phone, you moron. That is a fair assumption. I do not have the Walmart app on my phone. I have never had the Walmart app on my phone. And further, I did not have my phone with me on this trip. Here's how I know I didn't have my phone with me on this trip. I remember specifically talking to the employee in the back of the electronics section and trying to explain specifically which USB which USB connector I was looking for. And I couldn't explain it well. And so I tried to pull my phone out to show the gentleman what I was looking for, and I didn't have my phone on me. And so I had to continue my game of terrible charades and torture this poor guy until he finally was like, well, look, here's what we've got. And then I was able to find what I needed. But the point being, my phone was not on my person.
Why? Because the stores are collecting biometric data on everyone, and it's in their privacy policy, which is posted online. But of course, nobody goes and reads that stuff, do they? But there's a list of all of the different things that Walmart collects from you as a store.
Fucking sneaky fucking Mongos.
Like, everyone's sitting here worried about digital ID from the government. Go look at the privacy policy of what Walmart will collect from you as a customer of Walmart just by walking into their store. This list, stalkers are not even this prolific in things that they're like, it's a terrifying, I mean, really, it's a store.
She makes a good analogy, comparison with stalkers. I mean, if a stalker was to do that to you, you know, you'd fucking call the police, right? But since, you know, it's Walmart, what the fuck are you gonna do, you know? Or whatever, Home Depot, Lowe's, fucking...
You buy things from, and the list of things they are collecting. You know what? Let's pull it up. Let's look at it right now.
Let's do it. Check it out.
They got it mixed together. It says Walmart customer privacy notice online.
Exactly. They're the stalkers, Rosie. These are the fucking stalkers. I think we need to get a stalker bill passed or something. This is stalking city, man. They're stalking you. Fuck.
And in store. I don't even think it's fair that they're allowed to put it that way. I feel like this should have to be separated out. I feel like they should have to tell you specifically what things they're collecting from you online versus specifically what things they're collecting from you when you go into their store. But
what do Snow White, Cinderella, and smallpox blankets have in common? They're all fairy tales. For decades, you've been told that you live on stolen land.
We are right now on...
For decades, you've been told you live on a spinning ball shooting through outer space, going millions of miles an hour. Oh, fuck. What? I was never told that. What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willett?
Stolen land, that the Indians were peaceful.
Native Americans?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
it says right here, what personal information do we collect as Walmart? Walmart, a store which ever since NAFTA is one of maybe the only options for millions of Americans across this country who live especially in rural areas. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You'd have to drive for hours to get to somewhere else to shop if you didn't want to deal with this. You wouldn't have a choice, okay? Say that again.
You drive as far as you want into the nowhere, but you cannot get away from the Walmart.
Basic identifiers, basic personal identifiers, name, telephone number, physical address, email address, government-issued identifiers, national identification numbers, driver's license numbers, and signatures. Device and online identifiers, such as account login information, MAC address, IP address, cookie IDs, mobile ad IDs, and social media information. Internet and other network activity information, such as your browsing and search activity, as well as your interactions with our websites, mobile applications, emails, or advertisements. For example, keystroke patterns, which help us determine if it's you or a bot. Commercial information such as purchase and transaction history information, products you've used, et cetera, with all that. Everything about your car when you visit the auto center, like that stuff we all know, right? Product reviews, travel and vacation information, sweepstakes and contest entries, like whatever. But then you start getting down here. Communications, such as the content of emails, text messages, and interactions with our bot, AI assistant, chatbots, or other communications, call logs, and calendar information where Walmart's a party to the exchange. Yeah, I bet it's just that. Demographic information such as age, gender, citizenship, ethnicity, date of birth, family or marital status, household income, education, professional employment information, family health, number of children, number of cars owned, software or virtual assets owned, financial information such as credit and debit card numbers, financial account numbers, biometric information such as voice prints, imagery of the iris or retina, face geometry, palm prints, or fingerprints, geolocation
Right
data,
on, Rosie.
such as the data location of your device, which may be imprecise. It may be inferred from your IP address. If you provide your consent, this data may be more precise. Sensory information, such as audio and visual information, and other sensory information, such as photographs and audio and video recordings. Background information, such as background checks and criminal convictions. Inferences, such as individual preferences and characteristics, which may include inferences drawn from and related to shopping patterns and behaviors, intelligence, and aptitudes.
Holy fuck.
I mean, you probably don't even know some of this stuff about you, but Walmart sure the hell does. And someone went in there recently and bought a cord for their phone, and they forgot to bring the phone in to see what the kind of cord was, so they had to describe it to the guy, and then they checked out with cash. So they had no app, no phone, no nothing, and they purchased it with cash, and when they got home, Walmart sent them an email asking them to rate their transaction. Even though they had no phone, they did not pay with a credit card, they did not enter any of their information at checkout, they used cash.
I don't think I even had my headphones on my person. I didn't have any electronic devices on me. So how does Walmart know what I purchased?
Yeah, that's all facial recognition, man. That's been around for decades now, man. I'm pretty sure.
In cash.
So Walmart knew who this man was and was able to match him up somehow coming into the store phoneless
Facial recognition.
with his purchase.
Frizz used to rule my life.
It just said right there in their agreement, man, that they're going to do all this shit. Come on.
Then my stylist clued me into a salon powerful frizz control.
New Tresemme keratin.
And if you think that's not what's going on,
This is some Minority Report shit, right? Totally, right? Minority Report, right?
then maybe you want to check out how they are being sued in the state of Illinois right now for going against the, what is it called? The biometric Illinois privacy law. And Walmart is being sued right now for violating Illinois' Biometric Privacy Act by improperly using cameras and advanced video surveillance and software and database of a facial recognition company called Clearview AI without getting customers informed consent. Allegedly. It says right here in this article up
Allegedly.
on Business Insider. Walmart stores in Illinois are outfitted with cameras and advanced video surveillance systems that, unbeknownst to customers, surreptitiously collect, possess, and otherwise obtain biometric data, the filing reads. In addition, Walmart uses software provided by Clearview AI Inc. to match facial scans taken in its Illinois stores with billions of facial scans maintained within Clearview's massive facial recognition database.
There you go.
I don't remember them ever telling us that when we walked into the store. Oh, by the way, we're facially recognizing you. I will tell you this. I remember that back during COVID, we took an Uber in Austin, and there was a woman driving who told us, and I mean, I can't verify what she said, but I can tell you what she told us, that in 2019, she was doing some kind of study in Austin for a software company that does biometrics for iris scans specifically. And the whole mask wearing, standing 6 feet apart thing was useful for them to get people to stand there so they could do the software for the iris scans. I mean, why were we told to stand 6 feet
Good thing I wear sunglasses all the time.
apart?
When saying it just appeared, it came from the CDC.
Okay, you stated that earlier. What was your relationship with the CDC when you saw a regulation which was not based in the current science?
Well, when I say was not based in science, I meant a prospective clinical trial.
I don't know, guys, but
It wasn't me. It was like, I was just, we had some bad information. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's, yeah. We'll get it right next time. Trust me. Just trust me.
it's like we're in it. All the things that we've been
Whatever happened to that fucking cock? What the fuck happened to that Mongo?
saying we don't want to do, they've already been doing all of them. And before we even come to the full realization of that, it's like now our family members are disappearing already into some Borg. into some hive mind Borg, okay? I actually said earlier that I think we should start putting up missing persons posters, physical missing persons posters all around this country for the people that are being body snatched like it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers by this thing. Meanwhile, they're selling human trafficking candles at our local grocery store. Like, oh, let's just, my house smells like a ocean fresh. Too bad about those humans being trafficked. But meanwhile, all around us.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of cuckery we're dealing with, man. Buy the candle. It supports, yeah, enjoy your evening. Yeah. Meanwhile, people are getting trafficked. Okay, thanks, assholes. Yeah, my computer's getting old too, man. It's 11 years old. Anyway.
Fresh. Too bad about those humans being trafficked. But meanwhile,
I gotta get a new monitoring device. It smells like natural flavors.
all around us right now are actual family members in the physical reality we live in are being sucked into a AI digital hive mind Borg. Where's the candle for that? And why is this like, we're just acting like this is also normal.
I think she's making the correlation that we're being trafficked. Is that what's going on? I think she kind of pulled that together, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're getting trafficked because, you know, Walmart knows, you know, when I took my last shit. Like, what? How do you know that? How do you know what I took?
And are being sucked into a AI digital hive mind Borg. Where's the candle for that? And why is this like...
Where's the fucking candle for that? Where the fuck is it, man?
Hive mind Borg. Where's the candle for that? And why is this like, we're just acting like this is also normal too. Like, since whenever do you go to the grocery store, they got candles for human trafficking? I mean, what the hell? How much longer are we supposed to sit here and pretend like everything is normal? Because it's not normal.
Hey, did you guys know they went around the moon last week? Went around the moon. It's very important. It was on all the news stations, and it was everywhere, Facebook and X and Twitter and Instacart and Gram and everything else. Yep, everywhere. But meanwhile, you know.
We're seeing less dating because kids don't know how to meet and interact with others. We're seeing kids lost on their college campus and afraid to turn around and ask another student walking by because they're on their phones or, believe it or not, calling their parents thousands of miles away to say, help me find my class. We really have created a situation where kids are being raised by machines and by companies that are teaching them only to express themselves through tech. It should therefore be no surprise that kids are very good at that and very bad at all of these other human connections.
None of this is normal. At all. Maybe nothing ever was ever normal. I'm personally of the opinion that I don't think that our society's ever been right. I think it's been pretty messed up for a real long time, but we are still...
So beeswax is not natural? Is that what they're saying? What? Wow.
I think it's been pretty messed up for a real long time, but we are still acting like this is the 20th century.
This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century.
And it's not. I think the end of the 20th century exists now only as...
It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix.
I like lemons. Lemon juice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tough, man. Looks like a lemon, tastes like a lemon. I get it. But if it's not natural, man. What? What do you mean lemon's not natural? What the hell are you talking about there? Come on, Gus. Help me out. Holy shit.
I mean, there's nothing natural about what's going on here. Not even a little bit. Okay?
You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
Do you think it's natural and organic and just happens to be the way things are, that there's this educational crisis where you have high schoolers graduating who can't even read?
Right. The beavers' butts can be natural. The vanilla there. Okay.
Where adult literacy in this country is now more than half of adults in this
Soylent Green. It's made of people. It's made of people. It's made of people.
country can't even read at a 6th grade reading level.
Sometimes these kids, I don't understand how they ended up to this point. You know what I mean? Like, I teach 8th grade history, and I have 110-ish students. 2 of them are reading on grade level right now.
I love the purple hair. Purple hair. Well, she seems smart, right? You gotta love it, though.
Students, 2 of them are reading on grade level right now. 18 of them are at a kindergarten level. 55 of those students are between a 2nd and 4th grade level. That's a lot of them.
But
that's a lot. That's a lot of them.
AI is going to come along and save everybody with ChatGPT right at this exact moment, right? Right at the exact moment that we have a rising increase in fatal over-the-road truck driving accidents. Year upon year, this is getting worse and worse and worse. Oh, we have AI-driven trucks coming to replace them, to replace the humans that are making those mistakes. Growing loneliness epidemic. Everyone's lonely and anxious. It's depressed, and online dating is this horrible dystopic hellscape that nobody even wants to have any part of, hardly at all. But they're desperate because there's nothing else. Well, you don't need a genuine physical relationship with a real human. Just have an AI girlfriend or whatever. Just have an AI boyfriend. They'll never bother you with those pesky human needs, right?
You know when you got your phone face down on the table and you're in your kitchen and you're talking to your friend about, I don't know, shoe deodorizers, and then you go on your computer and what pops up? A shoe deodorizing ad.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
They're listening. They're listening to every word. That's why I do these live streams, to make sure they're listening. And I bring up interesting, topics. We're just going to go through it. Just pointing out their bullshit, man. That's what I got to do. I mean, what else am I going to do? I got nothing else to do, bro.
Problems, dystopian, nightmare-level problems that this society has been systematically driven into. Nothing natural about any of it. Just happen to be meeting up with this.
Although they're also listening to whatever you put in the chat. Remember that, too. Yeah, of course they are. We're feeding the AI, man. At some point, the AI starts to eat itself because nobody has any original content anymore. And then it's all AI. And then AI its new content is coming from AI. And then it just starts to loop itself, right? Yeah. It's feeding itself. The AI is feeding itself, and then it just becomes a shit show, and it breaks down. I think that's the models that they've ran, but meanwhile, it's working really well for NASA and some other mongos.
This AI that's going to come save everybody, and this destruction of our institutions, which a lot of them were corrupt. So.
No, they're all corrupt, Melissa. I'm sorry. Every single freaking institution is corrupt, period. Prove me wrong. They're all corrupt. I don't think there's one out there that isn't. There's some corruption. Somebody stole money, somebody screwed somebody over, something happened. They're all corrupt.
Institutions.
Every one of them.
Which a lot of them were corrupt.
No,
So
they're all corrupt.
They were going to slow burnout at some point anyway, because that's some fall of Rome stuff happening.
Did you guys see what's going on out here in California with the hospice money? I don't know. Whatever. Just a bunch of people taking money It's the greed, you know. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Get a slow burnout at some point anyway, because that's some fall of Rome stuff happening there. But everything is upside down, bizarro world.
Employers have announced 1.1 million job cuts in the first 11 months of this year, which is a 54% increase from the same time frame last year.
Whoa, that's a big number. 54% increase. Damn, that's like market moving numbers, bro. Market moving. Shit. Holy shit, man. Sorry.
Of this year, which is a 54% increase from the same time frame last year.
Here and in Great Britain and in France, I mean, you could name any Western country at least, and you could say right away, like, it's some crazy, like, this is not normal, okay? The things that are happening are not normal. I saw a video in the UK just a couple days ago.
11 police officers turned up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd left my front door open. I was waiting for my dad to come to the house. I was actually in the bath.
How does it actually in the bath?
And they opened the door themselves.
And just came in?
And came.
And you were in the bath?
Yeah.
I was in the bath. That's a heavy accent, man. Well.
And what do they say to you?
Well, I heard my name, which was one female out of the lot of them.
And 10 male officers?
Yeah. And then I heard my name, and I thought, well, it might be my sister, because it didn't sound like someone who was, because obviously I was upstairs in the bath. And then they just come up the stairs. And
I'm not sure what she said there, but she could be AI, man. She could be.
they didn't give me any privacy or anything. Like, I had to.
You were naked?
Yeah.
Right? We hope that they're not real people. Yeah, we should be able to do that.
How did that make you feel?
Disgusted and really upset. I was crying my eyes out.
And what did they say to you?
It's like, dude, I'm naked, and I feel disgusted. They busted in my house while I was naked. Mongos. Fuckers. And she sent a harmless text message.
What do they say?
I don't know
they
if I
were
buy
there?
this, man. I'm not buying it, man. I ain't buying this shit.
Well, I was just asking them, can they just leave the female officer, and can they please go
If it's in the mainstream, it's probably not. Yeah.
downstairs
real.
as. Obviously, I was upset, and I had no clothes on, and he kind of wanted to watch me get changed, and I was very upset about that. In the end, they did send the males down the stairs, and the female officer sat with me. I was crying my eyes out. I was really upset. And then I said, well, what are you even here for?
Really,
because I was shocked. I was in utter shock.
I mean, I've heard stories about people getting, putting shit on Facebook, and then all of a sudden they're like, the cops are there, and you're like, what? Especially in England, UK. But I haven't heard of that shit here yet. Australia a little bit. I heard some back in the day.
And she said, for malicious communications, hate crime.
Malicious
and malicious
communications.
And they sent 11 police officers.
Fuck, man, I'm so screwed. If malicious communication, if I can sit here and talk about, the corrupt, cuck, fucking institutions, they're all corrupt, they're all bad, every single one of them.
To her home that came into her home while she was in her bathtub. She had 10 male officers coming into her house while she was in a vulnerable position with no
She was butt-ass naked, man.
clothes on in her bathtub.
Oh, fuck, I don't...
You're telling me that whatever words she used in her text message is worth that level of response? No, that is insane overreach, especially not coming out of the country that came up with a man's home is his castle, okay? That's fucking insane, all right? That's fucking insane.
I'll say it for her. It's fucking insane.
No word. I don't care what word she used in her text message. No word.
She's very proper.
Should equal people coming into her home while she's taking a bath to get her for it. That is not a thing, okay? That's not, but they're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was real. I've heard other stories about it, but Could be propaganda. That's all I'm saying.
And here in America, like, our shit is just a giant clown show. It's just, we have our
Oh, fuck. Clown show.
self-proclaimed America First.
Dude, we got the fucking Orange Man clown show. We got the worst of the worst of the worst, man. It's just weird, man. What a weird world. Weird world. Fucking weird world.
First president.
It's going to be only America first.
Who campaigned on closing the borders, going on Fox News, so that's his base, and telling people we need to have more people brought in because America doesn't have any talent.
If you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talent.
I think we got some talent here. I've seen it.
You have to bring in talent. When
we
a
have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents.
Okay, we have our Secretary of War now, which, I mean, I guess at least it's not as euphemistic as defense.
Kinda
I mean, at least
creepy,
they're being
man.
honest about what it is. But we have this guy posting.
Yeah, I've seen, like, little girls lifting weights at 10 years old, doing the whole muscle thing. Kind of weird. Yeah.
Memes of children's cartoon characters
creepy.
extrajudicially blowing people up in the same breath as talking about Christmas, which has Christ in the name. What the?
Peace is our goal. This mission, we are asking American taxpayers to fund the world's greatest military. We're asking mothers and fathers across America to trust us with their most precious resource, their sons and daughters.
No, there you go. Did you guys see the thing about the automatic draft? I don't know if you guys saw that, man. I don't know. I saw something yesterday. It's like, doesn't matter what you do, you're already registered for the draft. I'm like, what? Yeah. Yeah, there's some hormones and stuff going on. Yeah, steroids and hormones. It's crazy.
And we will honor their trust and their sacrifice.
What, remember, I don't know, maybe you guys weren't in school back when they had the What Would Jesus Do thing, but I sure was. And like, I'm going to tell you what Jesus wouldn't do. All of that, okay? And all of that is not what Jesus would do, all right? No. And then you have people saying, well, he's just trolling. No, trolling is what teenage boys do on 4chan, not what the person who runs a department that's supposed to oversee sending people to die does, okay? No. Then again, we're not supposed to have single branches of our government here in America acting as judge, jury, and executioner on stuff. It's not supposed to be a thing. I don't care who does it. It wasn't right any time it's ever been done to justify what's happening now. None of this has ever been correct. It's unconstitutional. It's also a war crime, and I don't care. Okay, there's a reason we have jury trials. It's one of the most ancient rights that we have as individuals, and they're not just trying to like not even give a crap about it here. They're also trying to get rid of it in Great Britain too, which is where it became a right. It grew out of the medieval period of rights, unless we're just all going to go back to being, feudal slaves, which is apparently what we got going on here, except techno feudal slaves. Awesome.
Holy shit. Techno-feudal slaves.
Sounds shitty. It's a grown-ass man, though. I mean, these are grown-ass people acting this way. And the only conclusion you can really draw from that, ultimately, if you take it out to its logical, is why should we allow fallible humans who are going to act like this be in charge of anything? Why wouldn't we just have AI government? This is evil. This is twisted. This is messed up. They're basically wiping their ass with the Constitution left and right all day long.
I think this video was made a while back, and I can't wait to see her next one because, yeah, she was on it. She's on point. Anyway, yeah, I can get raw milk here in California. Deer meat, it's not illegal, but Oh yeah, we can blow some shit up on 4th of July. Bet your ass. That's what we do. That's what they do. That's what they...
And they're not doing it for no reason. They're doing it because they're going to justify this transition. That's the whole point of all this, what you're seeing. I'm sure it is. What other reason could we possibly...
Rosie, I mean, have you read the national anthem? It's a war. It's a call to war. We are the American police. We are the world's police. The world police, man. And it's just going to keep going. The fuckers are going to keep going. Yep. You're good. Good love, man. Let's keep going. Shit.
What other conclusion can you really come to when you see adults acting this way? Megyn Kelly went on her podcast to her 4 million subscribers a few weeks ago. Welcome to the Megyn Kelly podcast. It's Thanksgiving. Did you have a nice turkey with your kids?
Hey everyone, I'm Megyn Kelly. Welcome to the Megyn Kelly Show and happy Monday. I hope you and your family...
That looks like fucking AI, right? Come on. Ugh, I don't know.
We had a great Thanksgiving.
And then starts talking about how she wishes that Hegseth and Trump would go down into the ocean themselves and physically rip these people apart. She wants to see more torture and blood.
So I really do kind of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time, so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up.
She can't be real, right? I don't think that's real, man. I'm with you. He might be, but she ain't real. No way. That's not real, man. I got to see her in person, though. I don't believe it.
Sympathy for these guys.
And I met a lot of famous people in person, man, by the way. And a lot of them don't look like anything you see on the fucking screen. You know? They just don't. If she's not AI, she's been, AI has taken her picture and fucking tweaked it. I think they've had AI for like 20 years, personally. But, yeah, at least since 2000. So that's 26 years.
Who 10 seconds earlier almost got taken out by the initial bomb, but because they managed to get ejected, a little too soon, had to be taken out in the water. I realize legally it may make a difference, but truly, Mark, this is a tough case to really gin up the sympathies of the American people.
Yeah. She wants to see people slowly.
I don't think she's real, man. It's just like, yeah, famous people do not look like themselves in person. I met, a lot of them. Jeff Bridges, he kind of looks the same. That was one I was like, the guy was actually kind of cool, but anyway.
Bleed out, okay? She went and said that. She got in front of a
AI.
camera and said that AI, shit. Man. I mean, you could bring up the worst war criminals you could think of in the modern era in America, like Henry Kissinger or Dick Cheney or something. And you can think all the things you think about those people. I know I do. But I will tell you what none of them ever did. They did not get in front of a camera, okay, and salivate at the thought of watching people bleed out in the ocean after being murdered by the government, judge, jury, and executioner style, with no trial and nothing, okay? They would never have done that. There's no pretense of decorum, no pretense of respectability or respecting the law of this land or it's all gone. They're not even trying to have class here. They're not even trying to have anything. They're blatantly putting it in your face. They're rubbing it in your face. They might as well come to your house, knock on the door in the middle of the night, get your grandma out there, slap her in the face, take a shit on your lawn, and then walk off. That's what they're doing. It's that blatant. There's no pretense left of respectability or legitimate anything. Nothing. And you never would have seen this level of bloodlust openly declared in this way. I mean, being obvious propagandist is one thing, but this media is not even pretending to be a media anymore. Not even the independent people. They all are influencers and Whatever.
Oh,
They're not even trying
Cox.
to pretend to be what a journalist is supposed to be. They're not even pretending. We have WAPO over here writing headlines like they just want you to get angry and click on their stuff so they can stay relevant. About how, yeah, the grocery prices are actually really good. You don't actually want prices to be lower. Like, what? It's just, you can see where this is all headed. It's headed to a place where none of...
Yeah, I filled my car up today, man. $111. I was like, holy shit, fuck. Yeah. I fucking filled up. It was $111.61, something like that. It was fucking... I just remember, so I took a picture of it, man. I know you guys don't believe me, but it was like $111.61, man, to fill up my car, which, you know, it was $6 and $6.60 a gallon. I think it was $6.60 a gallon, man. Like, yeah, holy shit, right? Fuck me, bro. That was fucking crazy. I was like, damn. I just wanted to see what it would cost to fill it up, and it cost. Damn.
If these people could even be trusted with running a popsicle stand, why would you put humans in charge of things if this is how they run it? Well, guess what? Just like all those other things I mentioned earlier that are all really terrible problems that just keep getting worse and worse and worse, and all of a sudden AI is going to swoop in and fix, it's going to swoop in and fix this one too. And all of this is going to be cited, Exhibit A, as why we need to have that. I mean, give me any other explanation for how...
Yeah, I've done a lot of research into the moonshine cars. I actually drive a moonshine car. It does take it. It's like very cheap. It's like I get it for like $2.30 a gallon versus $6. Yeah, and they're still out there, but the actual real moonshine, you know, that's outlawed. You can't make that, you know. You can't make your own moonshine, fuckers. But yeah, you can if you want to be an outlaw. You can do it, man. You can do it. They still have that. You can get a car that runs on alcohol. But anyway, and you can get drunk on it too, man. Like, you know, have a good time. Mix it with some cranberry juice or lemon juice or something. I don't know.
Everything has gotten to this level of clown show.
In the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
And they want you to know it. Why do you think this clip of former CIA Director John Brennan is right now going viral?
Agents, the people that you recruit, foreign citizens, if they are hesitant to continue to spy for you, you can remind them that when they were first recruited and they signed a sheet of paper saying that they had taken some money from us, which is usually what happens, that you could remind them about that, almost as a way to scare them into continuing to work with you.
تضغطون عليهم as a pressure.
Yes, and I said to the instructor, I said, that sounds like blackmail. And he got rather angry at me and said, it's not blackmail. This is the security of the United States we're talking about. You have to do whatever you can in order to keep people on working for the CIA.
I mean, think about it. Think about all of this. Look at it as a bigger picture going all the way back to after 9/11. Why do you think they want everyone to know how easily it is that the whole government can be blackmailed? And then tell you, yeah, that's actually how we just run the government, by blackmail. People are just so easily blackmailed. They're so easy to buy. They're so easy to sell out all of their principles.
Fuck, man. Don't get me started on, like, fraud and corruption and greed. Yeah, I mean, to buy somebody out, yeah, they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, what do you want me to do? Oh, no problem, man. You want me to fake a moon stuff? Yeah, I'll do that. How much you pay me? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, But they're so bad. These people are so bad. They just steal the money sometimes. When they just like steal $100 million, dude. You stole $100 million? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
And everything this
Demar,
country stands for.
why would somebody steal $100 million? I mean, what goes through somebody's fucking head? They go to working for a company, they run the numbers, and they steal $100 fucking million, dude. And they're like, and they think they're gonna, they got busted. What's up, Demar? You're not gonna. How'd you get the fucking name Tacoma? What the fuck happened? I don't know. Anyway, $100 million, billion dollars, 200 million, 300. Some fraud here. That fraud, dude. You go type the word fraud into Google search and check the news. I'm sure there's like 12 stories today about some, councilman that was stealing, 50 grand, or some secretary was, hitting the fucking hitting the cash register. I don't know, man. It's somebody stealing and fraud, and I just don't get it, man. It's a crazy world, man. All right. All right, we got this. We got this, people, man. Let's keep going.
Look how easy we can buy them. Look how easy we can control them. We might as well have robots, because we're programming and controlling these people right now with money and threats. See how easy this works? And they want you to know it. They're putting it right in your face. They are spelling it out. There is really nothing left. There's no mystery to this anymore. It's not like we need Scooby and the gang to come up in here and try to unravel the things and pull the mask, because they're pulling it for you. They want you to see it all right now. They want you to know none of this is real.
You want to talk about reality? We haven't lived in anything remotely close to it since the turn of the century.
Oh, I love that video, man. That guy was I remember when that came out, man. I was like, oh shit, this is good. He's talking the truth.
Oh.
You want to talk about reality? We haven't lived in anything remotely close to it since the turn of the century.
They really did get the actual. They figured out which group would be less likely to go along with everything, and that's the group they pandered to get.
There you go, Rosie. Do it without these Mongos. There you go. You got this. You got this. 100%.
Their support for this, and it's the conservatives, and it's obvious. All of this is obvious now. Like, it's so obvious. It's fourth wall demolished obvious. And I just wish they would start having a real.
Did anybody catch the fourth wall on the latest Moon Huckster? The Moon Huckster. Yeah, there we go.
Conversation about what's actually going on here, instead of keep doing this fake bullshit pretense about everything, because it's so phony. It's insulting.
I am a human being.
So, I guess I just needed to blow off this rant, and I know some of you know exactly what I'm talking about here, because you've seen it and felt it yourself. You're not hallucinating, though. The shit is weird. It's bad. Society has been systematically destroyed, and especially since 9/11, and it's gone through overdrive now. Apparently, like, we got a time schedule to keep, because it's just speeding up like a I don't even know, a merry-go-round out of control type of thing. Like, there's a deadline. There's obviously a deadline. Someone's already decided what that is. Be nice if they clued everyone else in, since we have to live here too, instead of just smearing bullshit in our face with this golden age talk. It's the golden age. Oh, fuck you. It is so...
Love it or leave it. There you go. I'm gonna fancy up my trailer here with some really nice carvings, right? I'm gonna take care of that. It looks hot. It looks cool, right?
Well, the golden age of travel starts with you. Dress up, be courteous. Hey, Sean, no one has any money. I'm sick of being lectured by this f***ing government that knows nothing about what's actually happening out there, okay? First of all,
the horizon behind him is completely level. I just want to point that out, right? Looks kind of concave slightly. It might be his head. You know, his head could be the gravity making it concave. Okay. Just checking.
there's nothing about what's actually happening out there, okay? First of all,
this is the direct opposite of anything that could ever even remotely be described as a golden age. I have never seen...
Well, it is funny, man. I mean, there's a lot of fancy cars out there, man. Houses. But people are making money, man, doing things I couldn't do growing up. I mean, if I was young, I'd be, probably trying to make some money online, doing crazy things. Whatever, dude perfect kind of stuff or whatever it got going. It's, filming homeless people. People make money doing that. There's like a bunch of people out there doing that. I mean, I might have done that. Who knows? I might have done something, that just had a talk show, or we didn't have this I couldn't do a podcast in fucking 1984. Fuck's sake, man. These kids now, man, they can do fucking all this stuff. I mean, some ex-football player, he makes $200 million a year now because he, started a fucking podcast. And you're like, shit, man, we didn't have those opportunities when I was growing up, man. We just didn't. But that part might be what's considered a golden age. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of people making money online, whether it's TikTok or Facebook, wherever. It's everywhere. You got all these opportunities to get a following and get some sponsorship and get some money, and people will, check out your shit, man. I'm not here for money, man. I'm way past that shit, man. I'm here to just, what's the truth, man? What's going on? How do we fix this? How do we talk about it? Let's go. That's all I'm doing, man. I'm not trying to...
In my whole lifetime, the level of suffering that I've been seeing lately. And I guess the way to solve that is what? Get people into these closed loops.
I used to use fucking phone booths, okay? That's how old I am. I used phone booths. Yeah, that's the other thing, Rose. I mean, there are people out there that are making money with... did you hear about the guy? Oh, man, there was one kid who made some songs using AI, and then he put the songs on Spotify, and then he created a bunch of listeners, like millions of listeners to his music. And he got busted, but he made like $5 million or something. But he got busted. Check it out, man. Some kid, he figured out how to get, millions of views on his Spotify and made a bunch of money. Yeah, I don't know the whole story, but it was something like that, man. It's crazy, but, So the whole thing was just a scam, man. Just a scam.
Talking to AI to tell them it's all good and program them that it's fine. Because it's not fine. The things that are happening are not fine. The guy that runs Kalshi, which is one of these prediction markets, is saying that the ultimate end goal is to financialize everything.
I think retail as a pie has just been growing in the U.S., and I think it's going to keep growing. It's growing in the stock market, but it's growing outside of the stock market. The long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion.
Cool.
So I can trade anything and everything, man. We can do it. We can trade everything and everything.
Is to financialize everything. and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion.
Cool. Let's just totally build hell on Earth and put ourselves into it. That's amazing. This is a website that you can go to and make bets on things like, will they classify the famine in Gaza? Like, that's so fucking sick, guys.
That is fucking sick. She's right about that. It's fucking sick. And did she bleep that out? Why did she bleep out her when she says fuck?
They classify the famine in Gaza? Like, that's so fucking sick, guys.
Why do you bleep it out? Come on, Melissa.
What a twisted ass fucking world this is. That's fucked up. Why the fuck would we want, like, why build all this technology? This is not evolution. This is not natural evolution, first of all. It's human directed, but it's not really evolution because that
Is that Diva? Well, they're not wearing their hats, but they got the suits. Yeah, it's all set up on purpose. I get that, but
natural evolution, first of all. It's human directed, but it's not really evolution because that would suggest
That's
we're moving
Diva.
up in the world.
And more of knowledge in the world will be generated synthetically going forward. In the future, in a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, 90% of the world's knowledge will likely be generated by AI.
okay. 90%, man. So we'll work on that 10%. Let's keep working on it, people, because I think that's where we're at, like 10%.
3 years, 90% of
There's
the
about
world.
10% of us that are out here looking at this stuff, going, "Wait a minute, what?"
Knowledge will likely be generated by AI.
That's crazy.
I know, but it's just fine.
This shit is going backwards.
It's just fine. It's just fine, is what he said. It's just fine.
This is Devo. This is bringing people down to a level where they can be controlled by this technology. That is de-evolution. And I don't even have time to go into this because I just saw it, but Europol, which is the European Union Agency for Law Enforcement Cooperation, just put out a report about the unmanned future where they basically outline a horrible RoboCop dystopia future by 2035 because of all of the economic and social dislocation of people by all the automation and robots, resulting in...
Yeah, I agree with you, Rosie. It's like a 90% will be
not even just human machine warfare, but
what's up, Chillster Dude Lux?
Also human AI mediated warfare. They're talking about policing with drone swarms and all those robot dog things, and the fact that these robots could socially be used to mess with people's heads and all kinds of stuff up in this report. And it's as if they're programming the worst possible future. You know, I mean, these things are supposed to be coming out to make the future better. Isn't that what the claim initially always was? So if that's the case, and I get that it's law enforcement, but it's like, there's no...
All right. I've never seen this in reality. Have any of you guys seen that one? I haven't even seen a robot in reality yet. Have you guys seen a robot in person? Have you shook a robot's hand or... Dude, I haven't even seen a robot yet. I see them online, but not in person, man. I haven't seen a robot. I've seen self-driverless cars. Have you guys seen the self-driving cars? I have seen the Waymos. They're all LA, Vegas, Phoenix, Arizona. They're all over the place. Dr. Manic, have you ever seen a robot in person like this, walking a dog or picking up the dog's shit? I mean, is the robot going to be able to pick up the dog shit? I think it's kind of fake, man. You've never seen the car? Chillster? Okay. All right. You're there in Atlanta. Got the robot cars. Yeah, they're out there. They're all over the place. I have not seen the robot in person yet, man. I really might do a Jetsons MK Ultra trip when I do actually see one, but you know, I haven't. I want to see the fucking robot pick up the dog shit though. Oh, put it in a little baggie. That would be cool. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think the fucking robot can pick up the dog shit, man. I'm just telling you. It's not gonna happen.
That's the case. And I get that it's law enforcement, but it's like...
You got the cabs that drive themselves in California. I don't know what city you're in, man. I'm in, near LA. I haven't seen the cabs, but they're basically the Waymo cars. That's the ones I've seen. Anyway, let me know if you guys see a robot walking a dog and picking up the dog shit, man. I want some video. Let's do it. Yeah, Waymos. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Waymos over the last year and a half. But yeah, crazy, man. I never thought I'd see self-driving cars, bro. I talked to my nephew about it when he was in high school, like 10 years ago. Like, do you think we'll see self-driving cars? And he's like, no. Like, yeah. You got actually in one? Oh, it was a guy that was trapped in one. Oh, okay. I definitely want to ride in one someday. I just to do it and try it out. Let's see what it's like, man. I'm going to get in the car. Fuck, it's going to drive itself. Okay. I might only go a mile or two, but, I'm not going to be taking a long road trip with a freaking self-driving car. That's not happening. Right? All right, if you guys see the robot walking the dog, picking up the dog poop, all right, you got to help me. That's kidnapping. That's right. It's totally kidnapping. 100%. Yeah, right. I'll do it. I'm old enough, man. I'm not afraid. Let's go.
There's no future they can envision that's actually going to be a good one with this now. It's just the worst future that there is. What are we doing this for again? Because that's another big question, right? It's not making people smarter. I don't know anyone so far that has been made smarter. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm just saying so far I've seen a lot of people get dumber. I haven't seen a lot of people become geniuses. All right? So there's that. But
I seen one kid, man. He's pretty smart. He knows some shit that he shouldn't know. But he's on it, man. But using technology, he's learning some stuff. But I guarantee you, man, he doesn't know anything about fucking flat Earth, man. Nothing. He doesn't know anything about the globe. He just repeat whatever they said. Yeah, the boats go over the curve, the bendy water, spinning, shooting through outer space. Yeah. He's smart when he wants to learn something about a certain subject. Really smart. Knows all about it. And then, you ask him about the globe, man. And they don't know the first fucking thing about the globe, but yet they're totally in on it. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm totally in on this thing, man. Yeah, it's a trigger. Yeah, it's 100% trigger. It's kind of a seed, man. It's a big seed, and once you plant it, man, oh shit, people start freaking out or snapping. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. I remember going to parties. The Earth's flat, and they're like, right? They want to literally lynch me, over that shit. Yeah. Yeah. The Hoover. Yeah, it's getting her on the Hoover. You're fucking England, fucking Hoover.
All these other consequences. I mean, this report is insane. If you actually take the time to skim through here, just go, it's only 48 pages, but I'm trying to finish up this edit, and I just now came across it. Drone swarms policing the skies.
I haven't seen that yet. Have you guys seen that yet? Not yet. I think it's coming, but I haven't seen it.
Police carrying
I ain't seen the fucking robot walking the dog either, right? If you guys see a robot walking the dog and picking up its poop, you gotta hit me with something, man.
rainbow freezer guns and throwing
Come on.
down nano-net grenades that bloom like dandelions to snare rogue rotocraft. It just reminds me of how, as soon as we made airplanes, the first thing we did after that, and I say we, not me, it was other people, but the first thing they did with it was try to turn it into a weapon of war. Every single thing that's happening is like that too. Like, what? Who is this future for? Who's going to be able to, first of all, afford any of this tech? Not the majority of everyone. But it really just, it sounds like what's being put out there is a privacyless future where technology has displaced everyone to the point where they're so pissed that agencies like Europol are actually planning for a human-machine war, or a human-human war mediated by machines run by AI between the people that created the machines and the people that are being subjugated by them, or something like that. It's like they're planning for this extremely dystopian sci-fi future that is just, it was almost like they're programming this type of future predictively. And I get that it justifies their existence too by doing so, but it's just, it's as if everyone who's planning for this future right now is like, well, we just had to march right into this total hellhole. Like, what? Who is it for? Who is this future being built for? Maybe that's just one basic question we could get answered here, because it's obviously not for the majority of everyone. It obviously isn't. Because A, it can't be afforded by the majority of everyone. B, the majority of everyone is not benefiting from it. It's a very small group of people who are benefiting from it. And it's almost like this report sounds like what happens when they take all that technology and use it to protect themselves from everyone else and the future that they built. If you really can't justify that this is actually for the good of humanity, if what you're actually doing is just bringing about like RoboCop on steroids.
The long-awaited statue of the classic 80s character RoboCop is finally here. Bronze statue was installed today in Eastern Market, next to the Free Age production studio on Mack Avenue. Statue is based on the character from the original 1987 action sci-fi movie, which is set in a futuristic Detroit.
RoboCop sucked enough. You know, the guy couldn't even die. They made him come back and go back to work. That's probably one of the most horrible aspects of that movie. Like, he freaking tried to die, and they're like, nope, you're a robot now and still a cop. Like, crap. I really did not luck out on this whole life thing this go around. Sorry, my voice is a little gravelly because I've been up all night editing, and I'm adding this in now that I saw it. But this is what I'm talking about when I say everything has gone insane. Like, this is insane. This report is insane. A lot of what's in here just sounds crazy. Sounds like the kind of rantings you would hear from somebody, you know, who holds up one of those sandwich boards next to an intersection and rings a bell talking about the end is nigh, but it's Europol putting out a whole report about how hey kids, get in the car, we're going to the future where you have no privacy, there's drone swarms and robot dogs and RoboCops everywhere.
Check it
They
out,
don't care if
man.
you live or
Check it
die,
out.
and you have no job and you have no purpose and you don't know what the hell to do with yourself, and so you can't afford to pay enough to get away from any of this. You have no choice but to be in it, so join the war, because we're having one giant freaking techno war. Like, that's what this sounds like. It's someone's getting off on this kind of level of hyperbolic cyber dystopia or whatever the hell this is. It's like they're drooling it, they're foaming at the mouth. Like, we just can't wait for this future where we're gonna piss everybody off enough to give us a reason. That's sick. It's so twisted. It really is. I'm so tired. And by the way, where does this road lead? This dark road? Guess what? They're bringing back the religious talk. We got Joe Rogan talking about AI Jesus.
Jesus was born out of a virgin mother. What's more virgin than a computer? If Jesus does return, even if Jesus was a physical person in the past, you don't think that he could return as artificial intelligence?
Oh my
If
God.
artificial intelligence could absolutely return as Jesus. Not just return as Jesus, but return as Jesus with all the powers of Jesus.
You combine Tesla's Optimus robot and the best foundational artificial intelligence model or whatever.
It reads your mind and it loves you.
We got Eric Schmidt over here talking about he hopes that people
What
treat
the fuck?
AI as a religion.
Because we as humans have never had a competitor that is not human, but of similar or greater level of intelligence. And it is unpredictable what we human will do. He used to say that what would happen is in magic, when people don't understand
Magic.
something, they either decide that it's a new religion or they take up arms. And so you would say, well, are we going to take up arms to AI or are we going to make it a new religion? And I said, I hope it's a religion. Because of course, I benefit from the religion, I guess.
But no, let's gaslight
Hold
and
on,
attack
wait,
people like you and me for
back
even
that
having these
shit up.
conversations.
Fuck. What a staged shot, right?
And I said, I hope it's a religion.
It's very staged.
Because of course, I benefit.
They're so interested to see. This guy's amazing. He's so great.
From the religion, I guess.
But no, let's gaslight and attack people like you and me for even having these conversations.
Right.
Give me a
Exactly.
break.
What they are selling is not information. What they're selling is us. They're selling our future. They're selling our past.
Yeah, we got the pills, we get the shots, we get the poison food, yeah, spray the skies. What else are they gonna do, man? Holy shit.
Selling our history, our identity, and ultimately, they are stealing our power.
I'm American, so I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to ever agree ever. And I just want to make sure that everyone hears me ever. When I say ever, I mean ever. Absolutely ever. That programming people into an android hive Borg is the answer. I will never agree to that. Working together for a common purpose and a better future? Sure. Being mind wiped and body snatched like it's the movie Transcendence into some Twilight Zone devil's bargain of, quote, world peace, even though it makes things cooler? That's a no for me, dog.
I realize some of you think the world might be better off this way, with all the newfound peace, love, and understanding. Enjoy that opinion. Relish it, because it may be the last one you ever possess. And when the day comes that you have peace and love forced upon you, who knows, maybe in that last fleeting moment, you might just realize you treasured your individuality.
How's it gonna end, people? Thank you, Melissa, Aaron. Both of you guys are awesome. Here's the link. I should probably put it somewhere. Fuck. Here's the actual video if you want to share it with some people. Just trying to get information out about what's going on. It's a crazy world, man, and we're here to solve it, man. That's why I'm here. We're gonna figure it out, but man, we're up against it. All right, I gotta go to bed. Love you guys. You're great. Hey, be blessed and watch out for zombies, man. I've been told to watch out for zombies, right? I'm gonna cheers you guys out, man. You stay cool too, man. But yeah, I'm just some dude, man. Just let's get some information out. Let's go. What do we got? We're talking about this? Okay. Sounds good. Let's look at that. Let's look at... It's all we can do, bros. Girls. Bros and girls. That's all we can do. All right. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you for hanging. Thank you, Rosie. Cheers.